little bit more. There we go.
All right.
Yeah. Now I am still. I'm organizing this a little bit still. Now I do have a little bit rebuilt. Trying to get all the major pieces out here. Tomorrow, not sure what time. I'm gonna string from my friend's place, my friend's apartment, condo, whatever, and we'll do the Yellow Submarine. I guess it's his kid's using the car. She's in college, using their car. Of course, his wife has a job, so I'll just go over to his place and we'll stream from there. It's probably going to be, it's going to be in the sometime around noon Eastern. Yeah, this driving around, even just doing it in the morning, is exhausting. I got about $50 today for driving around from around 7 till just about noon, I think. Then I went to the gym. It's better than no money coming in at all. Still wish I could just, do the army work that I want to do. I can have just about everything that seems that is not a tiny piece out here. Just about everything organized by color and size, other than a lot of just tiny pieces. These random red pieces amongst everything. So I think things will be a lot easier to find now. That was my main problem yesterday, was finding pieces. So I kind of got a false start on this yesterday. So with a false start out of the way, see if I can get a little more done on this today before I am just far too tired to keep going. Driving around for the 3-4 hours in the morning, and then going to the gym is helping my oh, thank you for the like. It's helping my I guess mental health of having to do DoorDash to get any income. So if I just went out and drove these people their McDonald's and okay, that's what gets me. Why are people door dashing McDonald's, Burger King, and Wendy's? I mean, that's like the cheapest food in the world. If I was going to spend the money on DoorDash or Uber or whatever, I'd be getting some better food. I mean, that's just me. I mean, I guess if you got nothing in your house and the only way to get something that has calories in it to you is one of these services, that'd be the only. I mean, that'd be the only way I even eat McDonald's, Wendy's, or any of those. Chick-fil-A is. I mean, I don't agree with their politics, but at least their food is closer to being food. I just don't understand. And I really hate when I get those, partly because then my car smells like McDonald's for a little while, but also it's always a like $3. And I end up having to drive for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes to deliver it. And then it's always an apartment, and I'm trying to find the right apartment. And, it's like 200 unit thing. Even, okay, I had one yesterday. It was one coffee, one like latte from Starbucks, and like a donut, or not a donut, but a bagel, to this insanely ritzy apartment complex that had the second floor where I went in had a dog wash station right next to the lobby. And then I couldn't find the elevators. There was like no sign saying elevators this way, so I just went up the 4 flights on to the stairs. I mean, I need to exercise anyway. On that floor, where the dog wash station was, there was a DIY room, is what they called it, and there's like paintings that people left drying there. I'm like, these people must be spending on what I spend on my mortgage to live in that apartment. And I have a 3-level house. This is like a 2.5 bath. And these people got to be spending that kind of money for that apartment. I mean, like, it had a special place for you to get packages held. And last time I stayed in a apartment, the office, I mean, and these were fairly nice apartments. The office didn't even want to hold packages for us. And I was like, I wanted to ask how much the lease on those places were. I was just so curious. And then you have the whole other end of the apartment scale that I'm like, you can tell these people are doing their best just to survive apartments. I mean, I felt more out of place in that ritzy apartments than the lower class apartments. But, and I got in my car when I was making $33 an hour on the civilian side, so it's not a bad car. It's actually a dual electric and gas. But I can tell no one wants to use. Man, I just don't understand. I do not understand anything lately. All right. I mean, spending that much on delivery for one coffee. I just don't understand that. Do not understand. All right. All right, I got this more down to a acceptable level in here. So I think I could actually find pieces in here if I need to now. I will stop talking now doing DoorDash. Oh, vey. I swear I put a bookmark in here yesterday, but I guess I didn't. Let's see where I am in this. Thank y'all for the likes. 3 people, 3 likes. That's pretty cool. Oh, I did put a bookmark. I just didn't find it. All right. What I got frustrated looking for yesterday was this. And what am I doing on this? Now that I've covered this with parts, I don't have a good place for my book. I did not think that ahead. Okay, so this, put that on here. But then why is there? Yeah, I think I might do better using the electronic instructions. So I'm going to pull those out. Sometimes these digital instructions are just a little easier to understand. So let's do it that way. And then at least this can fit better right here than the book. Okay. Yes. Get this up to where I am. Almost there. There's one thing I do like about these digital directions is it'll bring up this, here are the parts you're looking for in 3D. So there is absolutely no question in my compression rattled brain what I am looking for. That's what I missed. There's supposed to be 2 of these little things. So now I need to find another one of this little part that I should have right here. Oh, hi. Sorry, I need to adjust how my screen is. I'm doing okay. There you go. Now I can actually see the the comments. I'm doing good. Welcome back. I have not moved at all in my radio since yesterday. I did organize these a little bit better once I got done driving in circles. And now I'm looking for another part like the one I was looking for yesterday. I swear, sometimes I wonder. Legos, I mean, they love to hide. I don't know what it is. I can have one in my hand, turn around, and it disappears. I'm finding lots of things that are like what I'm looking for, but not exactly what I'm looking for. And that is very frustrating. Yeah, they are. I mean, Legos, it's like they have this built-in um like whatever it is that cats have that they can hide right in front of you. They go to that same cat dimension. Like you get home and you're looking for your cat and it just walks out of a place that you just looked 2 seconds ago. Um, there's this great cartoon. Um, it's a British cartoon, and I cannot think of the name of it for the life of me right now. But fairy creatures and stuff like that exist, and this girl um, interacts with them, and one of them is this little creature, and they're all of that creature is called the same name that I can't think of right now, and they can jump into, they call it the spaces between things. So like a space between these two tables here, they could jump into that, and it's their own little dimension that's connected everywhere. It is a very cute cartoon, and my little one loves it. This is very frustrating. And I have emptied this thing out, basically. If it like fell on the floor and I didn't realize it. I do not see it anywhere. And it's not hiding over here with Speedy. Quato or something like that is the name of those little creatures. It's the cutest little cartoon. And it's a series of books also. I'm going to be very frustrated if I am stopped in this build now that I have it all organized. Oh, I found a couple more pieces, but not the ones I'm looking for. A couple pieces that fell. That is very annoying. Have Ginger. I don't think she's a redhead. Not that I can remember. So remember there's a lot Trollberg is the name of the city. And at first she's living out in the country, but then her and her mom have to move into Trollberg. Oh, it's just the cutest little show. I know eventually they're actually teenagers, her and her friends. Hmm. Hilda, that's it. Yep, Hilda. Yeah, my little one enjoys it. And I keep meaning to get books for her. Yeah, it's the cutest little thing. Like this whole episode arc where our movie where she gets turned into a troll. It's this weird little two two by two that's crooked. I'm supposed to have two of them. And I can't imagine that I lost it, but I guess I did. It's always these specialty pieces that you can't find. Yeah, I'm so careful about putting everything, about taking it apart and putting them in the buckets. Or at least I thought I was very careful about it. I guess I wasn't. It was really neat in that Hilda that they actually had them grow up into teenagers and have different issues. Ah, I think I found one that'll work. There we go. I found one that'll work. Good enough for government work. I remember it fairly well. Little one was watching it recently. I had by myself, I had watched it up until she was a teenager, and then little one was watching it with me when she's a teenager. It just I okay you I read that backwards. I was getting the pronouns backwards. Sometimes I need something that is just that calm, even though there's issues going on. It's so cute, and that show is relaxing. I find the art and the music very relaxing. I mean, I love art. I love cartoons that have a very distinct style, and that one definitely does. I don't know why I was doing this number when I can just move the tablet right here. Because I like to make things more difficult for myself than they need to be. Um, when I was little, was the 80s and 90s. So of course I had all the He-Man, Mask, RoboCop. Anime really didn't reach here till the late 90s, and that stuff was like Robotech. I think I did this wrong. Of course, Robotech being the bastardization of Macross. I watched those. Okay, I have this. Then I put this on it. Um, oh, then I get another one. Okay. Those 80s and 90s cartoons that were the only purpose was to sell more toys. I watched all those. I've just always loved the different styles of art that you get in cartoons because you can do so much more with a cartoon than you can. Well, you do different stuff with a cartoon than you can do with live action, but some things are better live action, some things are better animated. And I actually went to film school. Was the first time I went to college. Okay, yeah, this is correct. I did flop out of college the first time, but that's a whole different story. Oh yeah, those old the DC and Marvel comics from the 90s were something else. They were comics were getting kind of big again, and they were throwing everything at the wall to see what stuck in the ways of stories. And they were trying to get everything more gritty. And it's like, how much can we get away with and make money? And then Marvel went belly up for a minute and became more. There were more ads in their comic books than there was story for a little while they dug themselves out of the hole. Okay, I need a 1x3. This a black 1x3. Yeah, that's when I stopped reading comic books when it just became more ads than anything. Like, why am I spending the money on this when there's like 3 pages of story and the art isn't even good anymore? Okay, where's my bucket? There it is. I was reading Marvel, the X-Men, and all their spin-offs. Basically through, remember the Days of Future Past storyline. Wolverine lost his adamantium, and about the time he started to get it, they started getting into a storyline where he was getting it back. Was when I was like, I'm done with this. I don't have time to read comics anyway. But the 80s X-Men cartoon, that was great. I loved artwork and the story in that. Okay, don't magnet onto there. Uh, those were some good stories they did. Whereas right now, I love watching the YouTube channels that do the old 80s and 90s and some older cartoons. Um, one of the channels is doing the yeah, it seems a lot of the creativity has lowered. Um, Now, even that being said, Disney is doing a fairly good job with some new cartoons. Um, what's the name of it? The Owl House, which has one of my favorite voice actors in it. She does the main character. It has some beautiful, beautiful art. Hi, welcome in. We're at the moment we're talking some cartoons and creativity stuff like that while I'm rebuilding this radio. Yeah, yeah. All right. They were getting pretty good with some of their cartoons for a little while, like the Owl House, and there was another one I was watching that I can't remember the name of. That was very different and creative, and I will watch anything with that voice actress that did um, the Owl Lady. She was in Magus XLR. She does a bunch of anime. Of course, I'm horrible. I never remember actors and actresses' names. It's just something I am no good at remembering. Okay, which wait, where's this go? Looks like it. Looks like it only has one thing that keeps it on. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Because that's all that's on this little bit. Right. How did I miss a step and I'm doing this digital? I understand in the book. Yeah, I can remember the characters they do. Um, I like that Megas XLR. Think about Mold King. I don't know that one. I don't understand how this is supposed to go on there. Okay, yeah, that goes there. Okay, I've done something seriously wrong, and I don't know what. Oh, is that the Lego thing where you can build, you can like put stuff in and it shows you how to build one? Here's what I missed. I don't know how I missed doing that. It's this step. This is the step I missed. This. Oh, I like I love this digital app. This digital um Lego Builder, I think is what this is called. Yeah, this can be very, very useful. Like I'm turning it around to get a better look at stuff. Um, I find this very, very useful. Um, and then and being able to like here, I can click on this and it'll show this piece and exactly. I love this thing can be insanely useful when the book just fails me, when my 3D renderings in my head don't work correctly. Um, Also, um, Lila one and I will do the build together thing. So she has the tablet and I have my phone, and it helps me when we're looking for a part. And oh, excuse me, I can um, turn it around and we work together on that. Okay, yeah, this is I like this. I like this app a lot, um, especially the build together thing. We have a lot of fun doing the build together, and I'm hoping tomorrow during the day is when my friend Michael and I are going to do the Yellow Submarine, and I'm hoping that it has the build together also. I haven't figured out why some things have the build together and some don't. 10, 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Oh, that's kind of weird. I have no idea how YouTube does that stuff. I wouldn't understand why that happens, especially if it lets you watch some stuff and not others. School. Okay. I remember my school used to do that, and roundabout, how many Legos do I have? I was trying to think about this yesterday. Someone asked. I have about 30 boxes, I think, just under my tables. No, no, it was about 17 or 18 boxes under the tables. Then I have another 15 or so around the corner there. And so that gets me up into the high 30s. And then I got another dozen. I have another dozen that we haven't built yet, between ones little one wants to do with me and ones I'm going to do myself. And then there's probably a good 12 or 13 that I have from just when I was young. So around about 60. Yeah, we could say a lot. I have a lot. Um, I love this thing right here. So this base right here is from when I was a kid. Um, you got this little plastic base, and then you built a castle on it. Oh, and there goes my spaceship. NASA's gonna hate that one. Gonna have to rebuild my spaceship. No, no, I guess I won't. Just a small part of it broke. Someday I'm gonna have to get some glue. Someday I'm gonna have to get some glue for some of this stuff so it doesn't fall apart as often. Little one gets kind of, when little one breaks something sometimes, so I'm so sorry, Daddy. I'm like, baby, it's just Legos. The great thing about them is you can break them and put them back together. But I mean, she's only 9. It's like, that's the great thing. They break and you put them back together. It's not like when I break something, or I don't break it, when some soldiers break stuff and I have to charge them for it. Thank you very much. That's when we get angry, is when soldiers break stuff. Um, Lately, I mean, other than when little one sees something she really likes, like the Friends stuff and the Dreams, my personal, when I buy it, um, lately has been if it goes with the city proper, which is over here. Um, and it's just looks like such a fun build. Um, I bought the remote control cars because they looked really different, and those were interesting to build. They weren't my most fun builds because a lot of it is just left, right, and you build the same thing. But those were just so interesting. This thing I just broke the top off here. My my crane and city tower, I think it's called, was just so interesting because it's like 6 different parts and they're all different, and it's interesting. Um, Now this, we were at a Ace Hardware Sunday, and I saw this, and I was like, we have to get this because it has these cute little animals. So personally, it's really a lot of, do I think it will be an interesting build? And I keep showing this off because I need to have the space to build it. But this will be really interesting to build. Oh, that thing is so freaking heavy. Really, my big things lately is if I can add it to my city. but I need to get some more tables to be able to expand my city because it seems to have a manifest destiny of taking over my whole. I should call this the West, just because it's manifest destiny to take over my whole basement. Someday um, my Legos will build a conscription army and tell the native dolls of the west side of my basement that they are going to have to live on reservations. That's so horrible. Oh, I should not have thought about that. That is just so horrible. But I guess that's kind of what makes it a good joke. Because I do have a fairly big basement here. The people before me, it was a garage, and then they finished the basement, put in a full bathroom, and turned it into an art studio. But look at that. New window. Ooh, I need to put this in battery save. Mold. Man, technology is amazing. I remember the AOL dial-up days. And now here I am talking to people, excuse me, all over the world in basically real time. Oh yeah, yeah. I had seen this somewhere. Um, this looks so neat. I love I love trains or like Lego trains. 1244. Yeah. Yeah, that is so neat. Oh, I love this little bird on the power lines. I guess at that time period it'd actually be telegraph lines. That is such a nice looking train. I have to keep this tab. One of the trains I really want to get is the Orient Express. I mean, I love the movie Murder on the Orient Express. It's one of my favorite movies. So I would just love to have that train and some other nice trains once I'm able to expand this a little bit. Because I'm going to, this is like a light blue, not the, are these blue the same? I'm such a guy. I have a hard time telling between colors. Um, oh, I need three of these. One, one. Where's deux and trois? Oh, no, no, I need three of these. Okay. Whew. Un, deux, trois. I need to take, I need to get back into my French lessons. My little girl is so far surpassing me in French. I stopped doing these French lessons through Babbel once I started doing DoorDash. but I really should do them when I get home after the gym. I start. Panther Lake. Don't know what that is. I mean, I need a new laptop. Knock on wood. And no, you're a great laptop. You're a great laptop. I love you. But I would love to have a laptop just for gaming and have you just for streaming. I wish I could afford it. I would love to dedicate one laptop to this and one laptop to upstairs to do games, but that would require like so many things, my orders coming through and me having a dedicated income. Little blue thing at its head. I mean, knock on wood and cross fingers and toes and eyes. My major was talking to our VC and he didn't say no to me getting orders. But like everyone in the government right now, they're great graphics. Man, that'd be nice. Everyone in the government over here right now is just really freaking out about funds because we have no idea what's going to happen in a couple of weeks. Because he knows all this work that I need to do can really only be done by me because I have the knowledge and the experience and the access to our little systems that barely work. So, knock on wood and cross everything. Oh, two of these. I do like how it does this. It says two. I just wish it would do like a picture of the thing right here, the piece, and for longer pieces, be like 1 by 10 or whatever it is. 8, 6, 8. Just so you're 5,000% sure you have the correct piece. Oh, well, the thing is, okay, that is not a horrible idea. And, you can see why with breaches that we've had where people have emailed stuff and taken stuff off on jump drives. I mean, I have been in almost 20 years now, and I have gotten so many emails from the government saying, "Oops, your data, all your PII was breached again." I mean, I have no problem with having a good computer that has not you.
Was that the name?
No. Um, a good thing that has some media like that. No, stop. If I turn the speaker off. There we go. And if you're going to keep it on something like that, because these days that's like more secure, weirdly enough. Okay. No, I'm looking for a gray one of those. And I know I'd seen them. Oh, there they are. I mean, it's kind of the old technology is almost more secure, even though it's a pain. And I mean, if you're going to, yeah, it does hang off. You could have some of this old technology and have a good computer to process the stuff on just to keep that data secure. Almost not a bad idea if it's done properly. But some of our government systems really need an upgrade, to say the least. Just the internal system that doesn't reach out into the civilian world. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I do everything I can not to put extensions on my personal computer. Yeah, I use Chrome for just about everything, and I have nothing attached to it. It's just as basic as I can have it. Because, man, those extensions will destroy your computer. My grandfather's computer was killed by extensions pretty much, and he just put everything on there, and he didn't know any better. I mean, at one point where my grandfather was still working, a friend of mine um, basically software wise took the computer apart and put it back together to get rid of all the crap that had gone on there. I have to look that up. And pretty much all I do on this computer is this, and um, I have Discord and Steam on there. Okay. Yeah, those time zone things will kill you. Thanks so much for coming on, man. So tomorrow I'll be on a lot earlier with my friend doing the Yellow Submarine. It should be interesting. I used to be fairly good at working with computers, but they have gone far past my knowledge, and I just have not kept up. There's so many other things to learn. Okay, back to 2, 4. Okay, this looks right. Ah, that's what I'm looking for. I was worried for a minute. I enjoy learning about computers, but it's just beyond me lately. Oh man, thanks. It's been a minute since I've seen you on here. I am rebuilding my Lego radio that I built a while ago because the thing just would not work properly in so many ways. So I just figured it's better to start over from scratch. I hope everything's been going okay with you. Just building, burning the midnight oil, I guess, about most. And actually, tomorrow, I'm going to be streaming a lot earlier, maybe even before noon, with a friend of mine. 10-hour shifts. Yeah, I mean, those are exhausting. Um, yeah, I'm gonna go over to my friend's place down the street here, and we're gonna build his Yellow Submarine Lego, his place, and it's gonna be earlier in the day. This is a 268. This looks like it's probably 8. No, no, my little helper, not today. She helped me make some shorts. If you haven't seen them, she loved doing that. But maybe not this weekend, but next weekend, she'll help me build some stuff because we have some stuff that she really wants to build. I did something wrong here, I think. Man, I really gotta get some more constructs. You really make me want to get constructs again. Yeah, little one was helping me with those shorts, and she just had too much fun doing it. I mean, it's just so amazing that Constructs is out there making new stuff. 6, 8, 2, 4, 8. Oh, that's 6. That'd be why this is the wrong piece. But this is a 10, I think. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 4, 6, 8. Oh, is it this? No, it can't be these. What? I have to see that now. New tab. Tesla. Con. STRUC constructs. Cybertruck. That does look really neat. I mean, I have to say, I don't like the Cybertruck, but I like the way this looks. It looks a lot better as a construct. It looks a lot better as something I would build and drive around, I gotta say. That is really neat. Oh, and the trunk opens. There's stuff in it. That is so neat. I'm definitely gonna look into that because that is really neat. It's such a niche, blah, 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 niche. I can't say that word right now. Such a random thing. All right, am I using the wrong? What did I do wrong here? Am I using the wrong? No, it's a 4 block. 150 bucks. I mean, that's not bad. It's not bad at all. I mean, pretty much anything that I spend is just about more than I have lately. But for for that something that big, that is not bad. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, it's 8 wide. I mean, 8 long. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's 11. That's a 6. I mean, tomorrow's should be interesting. Be something definitely a lot different than I normally do. 8, 10. These are the only 2x8s I have right here. And they have this little, oh, that's why. Down at the bottom of my 2x8s with lips is the one that doesn't have a lip on it. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 4, 6, 8, 10, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I actually have been using the wrong base right here. Yep. I'd definitely look at getting that because that looks like a fun little build. I'm sure I still have somewhere all of my constructs from when I was young. I'm sure they are still sitting at my mom's house. And there's probably some collector out there that would love those things. I mean, not that I would sell them, but I'm just curious what someone would pay for all those constructs from the 80s. Okay, now that I have the right piece, the correct piece, let's try to get this moving a little bit. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that goes right there. Man, and now that it actually looks correct. It's amazing what happens when you actually follow the directions and use the right pieces. There we go. Okay, now this, and there we go. This little, where are these little weird thingamajigs? There they are. That is the correct mechanical term for anything that you don't know what it is. It becomes a thingamajig and a doodad. So, little one and I, she has this one bag she always uses when she comes over here, and we're going through some of her old clothes because she's growing like a weed right now. I asked her if she wanted to use a duffel bag because some reason one of my duffel bags was in her room, and so I asked her, "Is do you know how much stuff you can fit in here?" 2, 4, 6, 4, 5, 6. And no, like one more. You can fit one more thing in here. It's like no matter how much you put in here, you can fit one more thing. And that's how much you can always pack in a military bag. It's like any military vehicle can always hold one more person. Why am I building these little things and then putting the little things aside constantly? It's kind of weird. Of course, it does help that I'm going to his place to build rather than here. Now that I have all this laid out, I'd have to put it all away and then um, rebuild my little somewhat organized table tomorrow. Ah, come on. Okay. I'm guessing this is. Yeah, that looks good. That looks correct. Maybe. Yes, this looks correct. Okay. Okay. Don't keep messing with my perspective here. I'm barely smart enough to follow this as is. Okay, there we go. It keeps turning the thing around, and then I turn it around. Okay. Okay, did I do something wrong again? I am having no luck with this radio, I swear. Okay. Yeah, I just cannot get this radio correct, it seems. I keep making little mistakes. And somehow skipping steps, even though I am on this tablet, which I would think would make it less likely that I miss steps, but somehow it doesn't. Because I am SMRTE, as Homer Simpson says. Hopefully, I can do this upside down thing and compare to see what is going on. This is going a lot slower than I expected. Because I keep making mistakes. Okay, yes. And then this piece and this go here. This goes here. This goes here. There we go. And then my brain leaks out of my ears. My brain leaks out of my ears because I still have something wrong. Oy vey. This is something else. Okay, let's try this again. This. There we go. Okay. All right, I have this long piece. This. Where is that little... Where's that thingamajig? There we go. This and this. Connect to this. The headphones connected to the... Who knows? All right. Yep, it's a 2x4, and it gets the little white piece. Then this goes there. The L piece gets to right there. These two things go there. And nothing is lining up correctly. Nothing is lining up correctly. I do not understand what is going on here. This is the problem. There we go. I got it. One year later, I got it. The Legos, I will not let the Legos be smarter than me. I refuse. I refuse to let the Legos be smarter than me. Even though so many times it seems like they are smarter than me. They were definitely manufactured better. What time is it? Oh, I got, okay, just a few more minutes and then I need to go. This is definitely taking a lot longer than I thought to rebuild this thing. I figured the taking apart and organizing would take a minute, but I thought I would be further along on the second day. Of course, I don't remember how long it took me to build this the first time. What? Okay, yes. Okay, I have another one of these. I did not understand that direction, but let's see if I can just move forward without understanding. I cannot. You know, I think I might just be too brain dead today because I keep making mistakes. Okay, yes. Okay, that goes there. So far, we are in agreement. Now I get this and this. I put this here, and then I put this here. And yes, I am definitely brain dead today. Well, it's that time anyway. So tomorrow, I'm not sure when I'll be on. It'll probably be near 11 Eastern, um, maybe noon. But I'll do a post about it once I have a better idea, and then we'll get everything set up at my friend's place, and we will put together the Yellow Submarine. So, hey, thank y'all for coming on. Got a fair number of likes. Um, Someone yesterday did suggest that I do a if y'all want to do donations. So I put a PayPal link on my community, not my community, on the about page, homepage, whatever. So they said it'd be a good idea, so I put one up there. But thank y'all very much. We'll said I'll do a little post tomorrow about when I'll be on, so it'll be a lot earlier. Anyway, peace.